In the hushed corridors of Life Care General Hospital, where every heartbeat was a silent promise of hope, Nurse Aisha moved like a quiet angel. Her presence was a balm to patients, and her hands, though often weary, always brought comfort. But one stormy night changed everything. A single decision, a moment of anger, and a world of assumptions turned her life upside down. It was nearing midnight, and the ER was overwhelmed with patients from a nearby highway accident. The electricity flickered due to the ongoing storm, and tempers ran high. Dr. Cameron, the new head of emergency services, was already on edge. Freshly transferred from a prestigious hospital abroad, he was known for his short temper and obsession with control. As the staff scrambled, one of the trauma patients needed an urgent injection. Nurse Aisha rushed to bring it, but in the chaos, she slipped on a wet floor, causing a delay of just a few seconds. Dr. Cameron, witnessing the incident, exploded. Without asking what had happened, he shouted at her in front of everyone. "Are you trying to kill this man?" The room fell silent. Patients, staff, even visitors paused. And then, the unthinkable. In a moment of blind rage, he slapped Aisha. A sharp, resounding sound echoed across the room, louder than the thunder outside. Gasps spread like wildfire. Nurse Aisha, stunned and humiliated, didn't utter a word. Her eyes welled up, but she didn't let a tear fall. She picked up the syringe she had dropped, administered the injection to the patient, and then quietly walked to the locker room. Within the hour, she was expelled. No inquiry. No explanation. Just a cold, signed letter from hospital administration, delivered under pressure from Dr. Cameron. By morning, news had spread. But this was no ordinary story. Because what happened the next day shocked every single person in the hospital, and beyond. At dawn, as the hospital prepared for another exhausting day, a loud commotion was heard outside the main gates. A convoy of black SUVs rolled in. Out stepped a tall, composed woman in a formal suit. Behind her, a line of men in military and official uniforms followed. She walked directly into the hospital's reception. "Where is Dr. Cameron?" she demanded. The receptionist stuttered. "He's in the ICU, doing rounds." Without waiting, she and her team walked in. Nurses and doctors watched in stunned silence as the woman, now clearly recognizable as the health minister of the region, confronted Dr. Cameron. "You slapped one of the most respected nurses in this country. Do you know who she is?" she asked with cold fury. "Aisha has received international recognition for her work in war zones and disaster-struck regions. She has been honored by the Red Cross and UN health missions. And you, in your arrogance, dared to humiliate her." Dr. Cameron's face turned pale. "Your license is suspended effective immediately," she continued. "And this hospital will undergo a complete ethics review." Meanwhile, the staff and patients gathered outside the ICU doors, listening, watching. Then came the most unexpected moment of all. Nurse Aisha, dressed in civilian clothes, walked into the ICU holding a small child's hand. The boy had been injured in the previous night's accident and was crying out in pain. No doctor was available. Despite everything, Aisha had rushed in to help. "I couldn't let a child suffer while people argued over pride," she said softly. The health minister turned to her, eyes moist. "You didn't need to come back." "But I did," Aisha said. "Because healing isn't about ego, it's about compassion." The room went silent. A young intern began clapping. Then another. And then everyone, doctors, nurses, patients, even security guards, applauded the nurse who chose kindness over vengeance. News cameras arrived within the hour. Her story aired across the nation. Aisha, once humiliated, was now hailed a hero. Offers flooded in from top hospitals around the world. But she chose to stay. When asked why, her answer was simple: "This is my place. Where one act of violence tried to silence me, I'll let 1,000 acts of love speak louder." And so, from the ashes of injustice, rose a tale that touched hearts far beyond the hospital walls. A tale that proved true strength lies not in power or position, but in the courage to forgive, and the will to serve.